Let's do this. 68 of 100, this is Amanda Roberts, and because it's after midnight, it constitutes as the next day. So, that means on Sunday you're not going to see a live from me because I'm doing it in the wee morning hours. So if you're catching it on a replay, comment below. I had been sitting here tonight, and one of the biggest things on this journey that I've been on is learning to truly love myself. I mean, without any extras. And so my title of this was, where did you really see yourself? And with success and with, all of the things that I've been fortunate to do in my life, they're haters. And there are people that no matter how successful you are, it's just going to make them more jealous. Does it matter if I've lost all the weight? There are going to be people that still think I'm heavy. There are going to be people that no matter what are not happy for me. And that's okay. I was sitting here tonight and I just finished watching a movie, which those who are close to me know I rarely watch TV. In fact, this week I've been writing and working and creating some curriculum. I've been doing my Unstoppable Influencer home study program, as well as purging my house, because I knew when I got back from my trip 2 weeks ago that in order for me to be able to have full concentration as I develop this new business that I know that I've been called to do, well, it was going to take me having no distractions. I needed to get rid of the past junk. And really, it's like home decor. My spare bed, which is a full-size bed, is full of clothes. I called for bulk pickup, so any boxes, I've cleaned out the garage. I've cleaned out literally every space in my home. And I've organized it, and it either has a place, it's going to be sold, it's going to be donated, or on Monday, it's going in the trash. And so as I was sitting here tonight, a new business is coming, Mr. Sean, but it's not been unveiled. My goal date is October 1st. And, I have followed what I know I've been called to do. And with that comes the naysayers, the negative committee that meets in your head, the haters, with that comes everything. And already this week, I have had some haters. In the past month, I've had people that don't really even know me judge me. And based on their comments, they're just jealous. But I was sitting here tonight and I never watch TV. It's a rarity for me to ever watch TV. But I have to share with you guys something. As I was watching this show, and when it ended at 11:45, I knew, okay, I'm going to stay up so that I can do my live past midnight. Because then I have all day tomorrow to finish decluttering the spare bedroom of the 5 or 6 boxes that I've thrown in there. And either they're going to the curb, they're going to the women's shelter, or if they're worth anything, they're going to be put up for sale. And if they're not sold in 5 days, they're going to the women's shelter too. But here's what I wanted to come on here and share with you. If you had told me 5 years ago, maybe no, 5 years ago, maybe not, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, as I'm approaching my birthday, I would have been about 13 years old, that I would be living in a suburb of Dallas on the north side as a single mom with 2 kids who was self-employed and about to embark on a even bigger business journey that I know that I've been called to do, if you had told me 15 to 20 years ago, as someone that was living in Rockland, California, a suburb in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada, outside Sacramento, who was embarking on a college journey in the Bay Area. And I'll never forget, like, my first year after being at San Jose State, I swore I was never moving home and I would never leave the Bay. And yet, I sit here with Texas license plates, Texas driver's license. If you had told me that someday I was going to be living in Dallas, I would have thought you were crazy. Probably as crazy as most of the people thought I was when 12 years ago I moved to Oklahoma. Because what girl from Sacramento moves to the Bay to pursue a degree in international business? And let me just preface, you guys, I had been exposed. Fortunately, my parents had allowed me opportunities. I went to a private art college for a couple of weeks in San Francisco to see if that was what I wanted. I went to a 6 to 8 week program in LA and lived there at, I was 16 years old, the summer before my senior year of high school. And I lived in LA and I was exposed to so many things. Some I still don't think my parents know about, but that's okay. Nevertheless, had you told me then that I would have struggled financially from time to time, that I would have built 3 businesses to the top and at moments lost it all, if you had told me at any given time 15 years ago that I would have been a stepmom at 21 years old, I would have thought you were flippin' crazy. And right after my divorce, I remember looking at some of my friends, some of which are still not married, some who were engaged, some who were married, but very, newlyweds. And I look back 5 years ago, and I think that in the process of loving myself and truly learning how to love myself, because guess what? I'm the girl who sacrificed. I was the people pleaser. I wanted to make everybody else happy, whether it was my parents or my friends or my sorority sisters or whatever. My objective was to make everybody else happy. And oftentimes I did it at the demise of myself. And it's taken me until 2019, at almost 33 years old, to recognize that mental image of what I thought my life would look like. I mean, you guys, my degree's in business administration with a concentration in international business. I have a minor in European studies and I have a minor in French. Who the hell would have said that I was going to be living in freaking Tulsa, Oklahoma as an insurance adjuster? Certainly not me. Who would have thought I would have been divorced? Not I. See, my parents have been married for a long time. My grandparents have been married even longer. Both of them are still married to this day. I didn't see myself as the person that would be divorced. I didn't see myself having to date in my 30s, which sucks. I didn't see myself having to deal with the baggage. Because let's face it, once you're 30, there's baggage, whether it be ex-wives or children or ex-girlfriends or whatever the case may be. If you had told me this is what my life would have looked like, I probably would have thought you were crazy. Like, for real crazy. Because my dreams and aspirations were to be a buyer. And I had many opportunities. I really thought I would end up in LA or San Francisco working for a company, and I thought that I would be a buyer, a fashion buyer. That was my goal. That was my aspiration. And yet, here I am, about to embark on this journey that truly makes me happy. And it has taken until these last few months, after living here in the North Dallas area for 2 years. I used to joke that I had 5 moms. They probably don't know that. But I said, it was like I moved here to be around our good family friends who I call aunt and uncle. And I started saying that simply because, I was tired of telling the story that they're just really good family friends. And then my uncle's mom moved here, so then there's mom number 2. And then, my aunt's mom lives here, so there's number 3. And then I've got 2 other of their friends who are both around my mom's age. So therefore, I had moms. And it took me until this year to find my friends. I shared on Snapchat tonight. I am so forever grateful for my friends. Because it has taken me this long as an adult that is divorced to truly make those friends. And it has taken me this long, as I reflected just an hour ago, thinking to myself, this is definitely not where I saw my life. But I love it. And I don't know what the next 6 months hold. I don't know what the next year holds. Do I think I will be here forever? I would like to say so, but you just never know. Because life throws us curveballs. And life is not always what the image that we see. And you have to stop allowing the haters, because they're always going to hate, to pass judgment and allow it to affect your journey. Because believe me, I have heard all sorts of garbage, whether it's from other people in the industry that think I'm unqualified, or they think that I'm not good enough, or they think whatever the hell they want to think. Or it's from people that are jealous. Because, after all, I'm a fake blonde. And there have been things said about me that are so far from true because of that person's internal hatred or anger with other people. It has nothing to do with me. Oftentimes it's about themselves and their own insecurities. And the only thing that I've learned so significantly over these last 7 months, through trials and tribulations, through a complete curveball in my journey, is this. Sometimes you got to take it 1 second at a time, 1 minute at a time, 1 hour at a time, 1 day at a time. And I have a feeling that I know where I'm going, but do I know every paint stroke of that picture? Absolutely not. And the person who I am today, I'm flippin' proud of. So for those of you who think, why would someone do that? Why would that person be with her? Why would, that person, she doesn't have a professional career. I don't give a shit. Because I know that I love myself. And you need to love yourself, because at the end of the day, who are you with the most? Yourself. And the image that I thought I would have been 15 or 20 years ago is not the person that I am today. But you know what? God knew what he was doing. And he knew that I could handle it. And he knew I could handle the adversities and the challenges and the curveballs and the ups and downs. It's equipping me with what's about to happen. And do I know every aspect of it right now? Absolutely not. But I know where I'm headed. Do I know who will be in my circle when that time comes? Absolutely not. But regardless, sometimes just like purging your house, you got to kick the dead weight around you. And sometimes those who you think will be in your inner circle are not. And they're not supposed to be. And sometimes you'll get surprised. And that person that was there in and out shows up and is there for the long haul. You never know. Because at the end of the day, we don't know what our picture looks like 5 years from now. Just like I didn't know what my picture looked like 15 years ago. But I'm happy and I'm proud of who I am today. And I know it's only getting started. So with that, I'm probably going to watch another show, which is so not me. Then I'll probably go to bed. Part of the reason is I decided to wash my comforter. And it's not dry yet. But guess what? I'm okay with it. Because life is too short to let everything bother you. And I'm definitely not going to walk around angry all the time. Because at the end of the day, it takes just as much energy to be angry as it does to be positive. So kill them with kindness and kill them with the fact that you're moving on and you're going after your dreams. Because guess what? There's always going to be haters. Someday they'll ask if you're hiring. Have a great night, you guys.